Alright, we're looking at the third war of the Alliance War season, and we're bringing in Doctor Doom, Human Torch, and yes, 6-star rank 2 Apocalypse. We got insanely lucky with a 6-star featured hero crystal and pulled this guy, and I am so pumped. We're going to bring him in today, and looking at the path, we've got a Void and a Nihilus in section 2. Could be a bit problematic. Dr. Doom main boss, a couple of regular mini bosses. Pretty good defense, not the best we've seen, probably the easiest so far this season, so we're looking forward to a win. So let's get into it with this Luke Cage matchup we have first in section 1, and this is a super simple matchup, pretty much a diversity placement. He's a 5-star, rank 5, but we're going to use Apocalypse to build up those charges. And this isn't like the most ideal matchup for Apocalypse because Luke Cage can't bleed, and he does a lot of his damage with the bleeds on the heavies. So just keeping that in mind, that this is a slightly longer fight than I was expecting. Apocalypse is great once he has 4 of his charges because he gets passive prowess effects, which really increase his special attack damage, but without them, he does hit a bit softer than you'd like. So you can see going in, I've only got the 1 charge, and we're trying to bait out the special 2 here, and you can see we're going to use the heavy to keep the poison debuff refreshed on him. The poison debuff activated from the special 1, and the heavy refreshes it to keep it on indefinitely. So that's what we're doing here. Usually we'd be inflicting bleeds as well, but again, he's immune, so no bleeds. We're healing from the willpower through the debuffs we're getting on us. So I know that there's no real danger of losing this fight because I can just stand close to him and heal up from the weakness debuffs, which is kind of what I'm doing. And again, just baiting out specials. And we're going to try to reapply the poison right here. We just get it on. But you can see how slow this fight's going. Like, it's taking some time. So we're going to throw the special 2 now, and this will give us the degen debuff. So now we have 2 debuffs on him. This should help the fight go a little faster to kind of nuke him down. But he's being a kind of tentative, and he's playing kind of defensive, so it's just taking a little while. And we're going to reapply the debuffs here with the heavy. And you can see that now he's starting to go down. So we've been in this fight for almost 2 minutes already, which is longer than I thought this fight would go for. This dude definitely has some resistance and pretty decent health pool. So this fight is taking a little bit longer than I would like. We're going to throw the special 2 here and hope it ends it. And he's in Assassin's range, so it will. We finished with the full yellow bar. Took 72 hits, but I don't mind because I love playing Apocalypse. He is one of my favorite all-time mutant villains, and he's just so cool in MCOC. They did a really good job with him, so I love playing him. I don't mind the long fight. So we're going to roll along here, and the matchup where Apocalypse really shines is against these champions like Mole Men, who can shrug off debuffs because Apocalypse completely shuts that down. So I'm never going to have to worry about him shrugging off my debuffs. He's got the Ebb and Flow knockdown node on him. He's still linked. He's a rank 5, non-awakened Mole Man. But we're going to hit him, knock him down. We basically have to do that a few times this fight to make sure that link stays off and to make sure we can get some damage on him. So we're going to get him right here. We get the Fury. And now we can kind of go in. And again, we don't have to worry about him shrugging off debuffs, so we can just heavy him as much as we want. He's not immune to bleeds, so the bleeds are going to do some damage on him. And, you know, you can see we're already, 4 heavies in. He's going to be down to like 20. He's going to be down by 20% health. So this fight should go much faster than the Luke Cage fight. I'm not worried. We're going to throw the special 1 right here so we can get the poison debuff on him. Now we have to bait out a special 2. Throws it right here. Gonna go in, punish the special. Throw another heavy, get our Fury back. We're gonna dex part of the special 2 right there. And go in. And I do make a little mistake in this fight. Right here, I forget that the one thing you can't do against Mole Man is hit into his block. So that cost me some health. It was kind of cool though because by getting those bleeds on me, Apocalypse becomes immune to bleed. So I'm now immune to bleed for the rest of the war, which is great. I didn't really need Apocalypse for much after this, as it turned out, but it was nice to have just in case. So we're immune to bleed. We have to knock him down again, get our Fury back. There we go. And now this fight's pretty much in hand. I know this is going to be over pretty quick. He's close to Assassin's range. We're going to go in here, throw another special one, and we're going to trust this to finish him off, which it does. And we get the one-shot full attack bonus with Apocalypse, even though we made kind of a boneheaded mistake there. The one thing you can't do with Mole Man is hit into his block, so my fault there, but all good. That was actually the last fight we needed Apocalypse for anyway. So those fights are going to carry us into Section 2 now, and we're going to boost up a bit because we've got some potentially problematic defenders here. We're going to use a 30%er. I've got several of these in the overflow still, so no worry about using resources. I'm actually going to throw on a Power Start 1 boost as well because of that Annihilus. But because I'm going to take them back to back, I might as well activate it here for this first fight and get 1 bar of power right away. And for this Void, I just don't like Void. Void can be problematic if you don't get the timing right and your combo meter is off. So we're going to use Torch and we're going to activate the pre-fight. And he's a rank 5 Awakened Void, so he's tough. He's beefy, he's got a big health pool. He's Incinerate immune, but not Nova Flame immune. So the pre-fight Nova Flame ability by Torch should just melt this dude down and end this fight super quick because that's exactly what I want. I do not want this fight going a long period of time. We're going to throw the special 2 right here, and you can see how fast he's going down. He's now stunned. We go in for a combo. We're going to wait. We're going to throw the special 2, and yeah, go in for a nice, quick, and easy finish. So, wasn't anything to worry about. Human Torch's pre-fight ability just kind of melts anything away. We get the full attack bonus, and still have no deaths so far, which is new for us this season. We've died in both of the first 2 wars, so far so good. We are deathless, feeling really good. And our next fight on this path is this Annihilus, and Annihilus is like just awful. I hate Annihilus. This is what we used the Power Start 1 boost for, because I know that if I don't get a parry right off the bat, this fight is going to become very difficult. So you'll see what happens right here. I'm going to slow it down. So he's going to come in, I'm going to go for the parry, and the parry fails. So that's exactly why I had the Power Start 1 boost, just in case that happened, so I can throw the special 1 right away, nullify that Control Rod, which it did, and now I can parry him freely the rest of the fight, and I don't have to worry. As long as I can keep the staggers on him, we're good. Right there, I go to heavy, and I didn't realize the shock fell off, so I completely whiffed on the heavy, and he hits me. Doom is so tanky, though, and I've got that boost on, so not worried. We're going to throw the special 1 again, just to nullify all of his buffs. Go in, regular Doom combo, throw the special 1 again. Just make sure that he stays in hand, throw the special 1 again, power drain him, and yeah, the fight is over. So, really simple. With Dr. Doom, obviously, the special 1 being able to nullify all buffs is great. Our Deathless War continues, which is awesome, and that is almost going to do it. We are going to take out this Stark Enhanced Spider-Man before we go on to the mini-bosses, though. And this Starky is still linked. The link doesn't really matter. So he's on the Ebb and Flow Intercept node, Redoubled Determination, and the Sadist is the linked node, so no big deal there. This isn't great placement for a Stark Enhanced Spider-Man because he has so few hit points that even with the Ebb and Flow Intercept reducing our damage, he just doesn't have the health to sustain a long fight. So we're going to go in with Dr. Doom, and my plan was to just basically parry 1 light medium or attack and then go in for the heavy, just to make sure he doesn't evade me. That was kind of the plan. And at some point in this fight, I get away from my plan. I definitely get a little impatient and I kind of risk something that I shouldn't, so you'll see that. But the other part of the plan is just to bait out special 1s. I don't want to push him to the special 2. And so far everything's going really well. I'm throwing the special 1, I'm just sticking to very short combos, but I completely miss a parry there and take a hit. And I push him to the special 2 here. So I'm going to use my special 3. And the reason why I didn't want to do this is because I know that after the special 3, there's a chance he could evade my attacks and my specials and completely mess up this cycle. So we're going to go in 2 mediums, light, 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 medium, medium. It's all good. Then he evades the special 1. And that is why I was afraid of doing that, trying to get into that doom cycle. So we push him to the 3 bars of power. He throws the special 3 on me, and I'm just hoping at this point it doesn't kill me. Because I know I can come back and win this fight. Fortunately, it doesn't. 37%. Throw the special 1. This time, he does not evade it, and it kind of resets the fight a little bit, gets me out of the corner, and now we go back to the regular playstyle of, you know, just a few hits and heavy. Completely failed there because he evaded it, though. So things are still a little sketchy for me. Not a perfect fight by any means. This is definitely not how this fight was supposed to go, because I got impatient, and so I just have to remember not to do that. You know, stick to these very short combos, only hit him while he's stunned or passively stunned, make sure he doesn't evade. He's a defensive champion, but so is Doom, so you can see I have several of those indestructible counter charges I don't have to worry about. I'm at a special 3 here. We're not going to do the same thing and throw it while he's at 2 bars of power, because we don't want to push him to the 3rd bar. So we're going to throw it here while he's at 0 bars of power. So I know this isn't going to push him to the special 3 like last time, which was the main problem with trying to do that. So we're going to go in with some light hits after the special 3 just to power drain him, keep him at 1 bar, bait out the special. There it goes. We're all good. We're at 34%. We're back ahead in this fight. Throw the special 1, power drain him, get a few more hits off. We have the Fury up, so it did some good damage. And 1 more heavy, he's going to finish it. So full attack bonus. Not a clean fight by any means, but it was also the last fight we needed Dr. Doom for, so the lost health doesn't hurt so bad. So that is going to do it for our path and all of the mini bosses. So you'll see what's happening here. I'm actually going to bypass Thing, which is on the Hazard Shift Incinerate Poison node, and we're going to go right into this Dr. Doom boss. So you can see the rainbow boosts. We've got the 10%, the 20%, 30%. He's a 5-star rank 5 Doom, 282,000 hit points. He's got all the nodes still on him, obviously, including the Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison node. So that's the key to this fight. And the plan is pretty simple. Only hit into him while he's in the Incinerate phase, because it's just going to build my smolders. And every time he hits me, he's going to be building my temperature. And basically, whenever he's in his poison phase, we're just going to evade him by dexterity or hit into his block, because hitting into the block does not trigger the hazard shift node. So we're waiting out the poison right here. We're going to dex the special 1 successfully, and he's back in the incinerate mode, so we can go in, nuke him down. We're going to throw the special 1 here. I don't know why that wasn't really part of the plan. I just kind of felt like it was the right thing to do, to kind of get some ground on him and build some distance, because I know I have to evade him again while the poison's up right here. So we're on his side of the map, which is perfect. We don't want to lose too much ground. We're back in the incinerate phase, and here we go. You can see we're getting some smolders, which is perfect. We're just blocking all of his hits. We can't parry, obviously, on the boss node. We're going to go in for 1 more 3-hit combo there. We accidentally push him to the special 2, and that's not what I meant to do, but it's not a big deal. We can deal with it. So we're going to dex the first part of the hit and then block the rest. Obviously, it does some good damage, but it builds our temperature and builds our smolders, so it's not the worst thing in the world to block that attack. We're going to go back in. He's in incinerate mode. Go back in. We've actually entered the Nova Flame mode now, which is great. He's back in poison node right here. He's down to 10% though. He's so close to going down. I just need the incinerates to do a little bit more. He throws the special 2. We dex the last part of it just because we're a little low on health. Go in and knock him down. So that is a Dr. Doom boss one-shot with the Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison node still on, which actually really helped the fight. And that completes the war. This was by far my best war of the season. It was probably also our Alliance's collective best war of the season as well, since we got the win. We got our first win of the season here, got off the schneid. So we're 1-2 on the season now. We want to build some momentum and see if we can start stacking some wins to make sure we're at the top of Gold 1 again, maybe even Platinum 4. But no MVP spot this war. It was a pretty good war. Good credit to our opponents. They cleared all the bosses, so we had to clear all of our bosses. And it came down to attack bonus and exploration. So good war, and we're looking forward to the next one. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in that video.